Welcome back, everybody, to the Two Idiots franchise with the Chicago Cubs. We still lead the division at 76-46. And starting off today, we will be going against the actual best-ranked team in baseball, the Minnesota Twins, just barely ahead of us at 78-44. We will be hosting them, so we'll have that hometown Chicago cooking advantage, and we'll see. The matchup to start looks really good. Panther, you want to break that down for us?
Yeah, we got Max Fried. He was pitching fairly well for us this year, even though he looks like he's starting to do a touch of decline when you look at his card. But he is 32 years old, still pitching phenomenally well. 8-6 record, 144 innings and 121 strikeouts, and rocking a 3.94 ERA. Going against Griffin Canning, who's got a 6-10 record. That's not the best looking record on a team that's doing really well. So maybe he's just not pitching that well. And if you keep looking down the line, you'll see 119 strikeouts and 101 innings, which isn't that bad. But his ERA at 6.17 is alarming.
That's where it gets ugly.
So he's definitely their number 5 starter by the look of that line. So yeah, I mean, he's putting in the work. I mean, he's got 119 innings under his belt. He doesn't have as many innings as Max Fried or most of the other starters in our lineup, but yeah, I mean, he's putting in some work. He's just not putting in great work. So hopefully this is a good way we can start the series on the right foot, and we'll give Griffin another loss and maybe balloon his ERA a little bit.
Let's do it.
Let's get it done. Oh, man.
Game 1 is here with a critical situation. 2 men on, 1 out, and Josh Naylor. Oh, that is stopped at second. The throw over. No, Naylor's just barely quick enough to beat the double play. That would have been spectacular.
Oh, that would have been amazing to watch if that had turned into a double play. That was close, though.
Wow, that was so close. And Nico with that incredible save to stop it and get an out at all. Really cool. So Matsui gets another out, and 1 more now is all we need with men on the corners. Close, but that's ball 1. Wow, that was good.
That was a beautiful curveball.
That just floated in there.
And just grabbed the corner on the way by.
Can't get him to chase the fastball outside. Evened up at 2-2. Men on the corners for Royce Lewis. Matsui delivers. Way inside on the curve. Count goes full.
And that fastball on the outside, that took some gumption not to swing at that.
Yeah, it did. Matsui misses way up top, so Lewis will step on first now and load the bases for Brian Reynolds, who is 0 for 3 today.
Let's make him 0 for 4.
Gets the call inside for strike 1. Reynolds averaging .291 this season.
Wow. Swinging the hot bat.
Yeah, good number 5 performance.
219
Not very
runners,
clutch.
Yeah, 219 runners in scoring, so hopefully that bodes well for us in this situation.
Matsui gets that fastball by him, challenged him, center of the zone. That's strike 2. Here we go. Very close.
Oh, he's missed twice the top of the zone. Last batter in this one. Yeah.
Here we go.
Just not chasing.
And that is driven to right field, and that does fall in, so that will be a 2 RBI single as we can't get to home plate in time, and the Twins take the lead.
Damn.
And we'll bring in Mason Miller after Matsui gives up the lead.
Not too often we see Matsui falter like that, but
yeah,
like I said, the Twins have been playing some hot ball all year, so
yeah, and this is somewhat of a best of the best matchup right now between us and them.
Yeah, best in American and best in the National, so.
Yep. Wow, fooled him badly on that cutter. He was expecting something a lot quicker, I think. He was early.
Yeah, way out in front. He's got 22 home runs on the year.
Yeah. So Miller inherits 2 runners on now, and he's ahead of 1. Can't get the slider at the bottom, so that's ball 1.
I'm not mentioning his running and scoring position average.
Yeah. Contact there, but it goes foul over in the left. Miller ahead 1-2.
That's the ball.
Another slider trying to grab the bottom, but it sinks too low.
It's more like a sinker. It ain't doing any slide. It's just
yeah,
dropping.
It doesn't really look like a bunch of horizontal movement.
No. Almost as a
It's like it
change-up
just-
field.
It's like a 12-8 curve. And he'll
Man.
miss with the fastball below to load the count now. Runners will be on the move. Miller delivering to Jeffers. That is hit hard in the left field, and it will be brought down. So Miller gets out of the jam, but the Twins have taken the lead and will move now to the bottom of the 8th. And with the lead now in place, Minnesota brings in Griffin Jacks to try to set up their closer and have a clean bottom of the 8th. Let's see if we can ruin their plans. 1, 2, 3 due up. So Suzuki, 2 for 3 today, will start the bottom of the 8th. And watch ball 1.
Suzuki's hitting 289 now.
Yeah.
21 RBIs. Sorry, 21 home runs and 61 RBIs on the year.
We had mentioned it not very long ago. Go ahead. I think you were about to say it too.
After his slow start, well, I was worried.
Yes.
I thought we were seeing the fall of Suzuki, man. I was heavily concerned.
Yeah. But he was able to rev the engine and come back to his usual self in the late part of this year. Behind 1 and 2 now. And he will drive that foul just past the third base line. Yeah, that sounded and looked great. Suzuki drives it to right field. The diving effort doesn't get there. Suzuki should have a triple if he can go for it. Nope, he plays it safe. That's a double.
32 doubles. Damn.
So a runner in scoring position for Juan Soto now. And wow, it'll get him. First pitch.
Bean Soto.
Wow.
Shoeman on for Big Vladdy.
Wow. They're setting Vlad up for a heroic moment now. The go-ahead run is already on base.
He already has 108 RBIs.
Wow.
Out front just a bit.
Yeah, he had great solid contact there.
Oh,
and
no.
That goes to first, and that, yeah, absolutely is a double play. Vladimir Guerrero will get 2.
And that's his 25th grounded double play this year. My God, that's bad. Ooh.
So Suzuki advances to third, and Jordan Walker now with 2 outs. The outlook on this situation rapidly deteriorated there off the double play, but Walker still, with just a little bloop single, could tie this game up.
Yeah, he's 0 for 3 in the day, so he's due, for sure.
Yeah.
And he hits 321 runners in scoring, so... Oh, what are you doing?
He was chasing every pitch in that at-bat, and Walker will be the final out of the 8th to strand Suzuki.
I had high hopes for that inning there. Turned late was going to start it well, and it just... Man, we got in our own way, in a hurry.
One of the quickest up-and-down moments that we've seen lately. Miller is going to remain out there for the top of the 9th now, as we are not in a close situation with the lead lost. And Walker Jenkins is going to try to do something for Minnesota here.
Come on, Mason. You got this.
Big swing and a miss on that circle change. That was a great location. Fouled for strike 2 now. Miller ahead.
Oh.
Ooh, luckily the timing was off.
The crack of the bat makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Every time.
That's a ball.
Inside, no chaser. 2 and 2.
Ball.
Kind of lost the slider there. I don't think that was intentionally so far outside. So full count now. Miller delivering. Foul.
Yeah, that slider had 0 slide.
Yeah. It slid out of his hand.
Oh, I thought he was going to get him.
Wanted the top of the zone again.
Thought he was going to miss it.
Pitch number 9 from Miller incoming. The battle between him and Jenkins has been good. Fouled, so it will continue. Double digits now. And that will also drag foul.
Man, this is crazy. I hate when this happens.
Yep.
There we go.
And there it is. Wow. Jenkins faking like he thought it was ball 4. There's no way. You know that's strike 3, dude. You're toast.
Maybe he was just tired of swinging the bat.
Yeah, maybe. Well, he'll go sit down in the dugout and think about that.
Brooks Lee's up the plate. He's over 3 in the day, so let's keep him 0 for 4.
Yep. Thought about going after that. That's a strike anyways on the good circle change outside. 1-1 for Miller here. Gets that fastball by him at 99 miles an hour. Miller ahead 1-2.
2-2.
Loses the circle change way outside. That's closer, but inside, and the count's full again. Miller can't really punch him out that well so far today.
No,
And that is foul, just barely.
Yeah, he's struggling to get that finished pitch.
Yeah,
Oh,
and he'll lose the fastball under the zone. So Brooks Lee goes to first, and Miller will now face Emmanuel Rodriguez with 1 out.
2 of those pitches that were balls were really close, and it's like, damn, they were competitive, but the other 2 were not competitive balls at all. So
Minnesota's just showing good discipline, I think. They're not chasing when we would normally see it.
yeah, they're definitely holding their own.
Yeah.
Mason's
That
got a
could be
little
part
bit
of
more
their
aggressive.
success, as Rodriguez will get tagged out by Vlad. The easier way to do that.
Yeah, they're definitely showing some discipline, but Mason's just got to be a little tighter on the plate.
That could be part of Minnesota's formula this year and why they're so successful. Just being more disciplined at the plate.
Yeah.
Julian's averaging 321. Wow. 2 outs and a man in scoring position.
A fellow Canadian.
Oh, yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball outside.
Oh,
Very close.
man.
That's another one. Yeah.
Jeez. These
Most
guys,
players will go after that.
These guys almost went to the eye doctor. Their vision's great.
Yeah. A miss from Julian there, so Miller now has 2-2. Way below the zone. Drops it. No advance attempts. So another full count. If Miller doesn't get this, I think he's got to get pulled. He's just struggling too much.
There we go.
He does fool him. A slider finally gets placed properly, and we will move into the final moment of the game to try to come back.
Horner, Lawler, and Pete Crow.
And the Twins bring in their closer, an old familiar face, Joan Duran.
Yeah. 38 for 43s on the saves this year.
Very, very good.
Yeah, run a 2.03 ERA. Nasty.
Yep.
Come on, Nico.
This will be tough. Nico will immediately ground out to shortstop, though, and that is a 1-pitch out for Duran.
Yeah, easy play for Correa over there.
Lawler up next. We'll watch a 100-mile-an-hour fastball below the knees inside.
Come on, Jordan. Get on base.
Chicago fans still giving their support in the late game. Wow, 101 on the outer edge.
Oh,
Can't get the splitter. That was a great pitch, too.
it just dropped.
Wow, 102. Turning on the heat is Duran, as that is out number 2. We will pinch hit now.
Nolan Sean Noel for Pete
I was
Crow.
about to say, I know you know who it is by the model. That's Shadwell.
Yeah,
We want a righty-lefty matchup here.
a big old jaw ain't hard to miss.
Yeah, I know. He does have a caveman type of complexion there.
Nope. Ball.
We'll watch that 12 curve outside.
I want him to swing that bat like it's a club and he's a caveman.
Yep.
Just smash the shit right out of it.
2 strikes now as we're down to the final pitch, maybe.
Oh,
Yep, sure is. 100 miles an hour, about 1.5 feet outside the zone, and Shadwell swings at it.
Noel just said, I just don't want to be here.
That's about enough.
Yeah. Damn.
It was my off day today.
Yeah. Heartbreaker.
Yep. So a close game where we got to see the turn for Minnesota, and we will drop the first of the series.
So we jump into the box score, and we see on the day, say Suzuki went 3 for 4, and there's a smattering of hits around. There was a few offers on the day. The other notable is Josh Young with his 2 for 3 on the day. We ended up with 9 hits, 2 RBIs only, and 7 strikeouts. Not one walk from the boys at all today.
And we talked about discipline and how that could be part of the formula for Minnesota's success, and we just didn't have it on display. It was a tale of two batters, every time that we watched throughout the critical situation to the end of the game, to where they would not chase and we would. And the final pitch of the game proved that to be true one more time.
Yeah.
So, definitely right to highlight. No walks there. That's really tough. For the extras, we did have Seiya Suzuki get 2 doubles. We saw one of them today in the critical situation. Juan Soto did throw one over the wall for a home run, and he will receive 2 RBIs because of it. He did also get hit by a pitch, and maybe that was because he homered earlier in the game. The grounded into double plays, we did see the one from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Unfortunately, Harry Ford did it as well, and Vladdy got caught stealing. So I don't know what business he had trying to run, but
yeah, I'm not quite sure unless it was a failed hit and run situation. But yeah, he's definitely not a base stealer.
Yeah, it could be something like that. For the pitching, Max Fried had a great game, actually. A quality start in all metrics. 6 innings pitched, only 5 hits allowed with 1 earned run. He did only walk 1 guy, and he struck out 10. So Fried had an excellent game and drops his ERA to a 3.84. Hamilton comes in for hold number 8 with a immaculate inning. Matsui, as we saw in that critical situation, does give up the loss off of those 2 earned runs, and then Miller was able to squeak out of this situation he inherited from Matsui and have a final clean inning.
Yeah, a little disappointing with Matsui giving up those runs, but I mean, like I said, you're playing against Minnesota, and I mean, they only had 4 walks on the day, so they definitely didn't walk all over us in that aspect, and they ended up striking out 12 times. So I mean, we held our own against them. We just had that one falter, and it was enough to cost us the game.
Yep. So how quickly baseball can turn.
Yeah, not a great way to start the series against a tough team. But now we're putting up Gavin Williams, who's had a few up and down outings recently. His ERA is still under a 4, 6 and 7. He is, for someone I don't believe who was injured this year, he definitely does not have a great win-loss record. But 140 innings. He's doing the work, 117 strikeouts. But he's got a challenge on the other side of the mound with Jacob deGrom, who is phenomenally throwing 11-4 this year, 121 innings and 139 strikeouts.
Oof.
And a 3.4 ERA.
Gonna be tough. So
this should be easy for us then. We got this in the bag, and we're just going to do it. And we did.
Absolutely.
Oh, I was worried. Not going to lie. We ended up with 10 hits on the day, and the majority of them came from our backup catcher, Matt Shaw.
Wow, what a game.
4 for 4. And Jordan Lawler went 2 for 4. But yeah, other than that, it was just a few little single hits from like Pete Crow and Juan Soto. We had a few offers on the day. But yeah, I mean, it definitely was a Matt Shaw kind of day. We ended up with 4 walks in the day at least and only 7 strikeouts. So going up against that strikeout pitcher of deGrom, we seemed to hold our own at least. It wasn't double digits.
Well, and most of our scoring came after the 5th, particularly in the 7th inning, which is probably when Shaw hit his home run.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, he's got 3 RBIs. He also had 2 doubles today, so the extra base hits were definitely on display for him. As you said, a Matt Shaw day, so he should catch all the highlights there. But it was late in the game that we started really, really dominating them offensively. And with an 8-4 victory, that's awesome to see, especially when it's unexpected by somebody like Shaw. So really cool to celebrate him in that moment. For pitching, Gavin Williams actually had a great game, a really, really awesome one. He almost goes 8 innings. He gets his 7th win to tie up his record. He did allow 10 hits, 2 earned runs. He only walked a single batter and only struck out 1 guy as well. So it was a contact pitching heavy day to Minnesota, which is worrying. But no errors, so the defense was behind him. Cabrera gets 1 out, but lets in an earned run as well. So not a good showing for him. And then Hamilton gives up an earned run as well. Luckily, the offense was there late in the game, and we were able to surge ahead and take game 2.
Yeah, the pitchers tried to throw it away for us.
Yeah.
Jeez. So what did DeGrom do?
He
Well,
probably did great.
he had
Yeah.
5 strikeouts.
Oh, thank you, Tyler Rogers. Let's send him a cake today.
Yeah, Tyler come in and he barfed on the carpet. So
Not
yeah,
even an out.
no. All right, thank you.
I'd like to see that man again, please.
Yeah, can he pitch every game against us? Can he pitch in this one? Let's have him pitch again
Just this
today.
one is fine. Yeah.
Because we don't face the Twins again until the playoffs, possibly. So, all right. So well, the lineup for the next game is Justin Steele versus Joe Ryan. Justin Steele's putting his 12-1 record on the line against Joe Ryan's 10-6. Justin Steele is a pitch to contact guy with 115 innings and only 74 strikeouts. Crazy.
That is so skewed.
The 3.5 ERA is definitely respectable. Joe Ryan's having an okay year as well with a 10-6 record, 152 innings. He's putting in some work.
Yeah.
129 strikeouts and a 3.26 ERA. So Joe Ryan is definitely a threat on the mound as well. So let's take the series. Let's just get it done. Let's just finish it up and send the Twins home. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Bottom of the ninth with 2 outs, and we're down by 1. Game 3 in the final seconds, possibly. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth, man on second, Nico Horner up to bat, facing Joan Duran one more time. As Minnesota tries to keep their 1-run lead and seal this series, can we have a heroic comeback? Shawnuel on second.
Horner is 0 for 11 in this series.
Ugh. He'll watch the splitter for strike 2. So here we go. One last chance. Ooh. That was a really tough pitch.
Here comes the heat. I can feel it.
Miss it. Miss it.
Oh, that's out.
103. Yeah, God, did you call that or what?
Oh!
No! Joan Duran will save it for Minnesota, and we drop the series to the best of the best.
Is Duran going to be a free agent at the end of the year, do you think? So as we dive into the box score, there's not a whole lot to get excited about, considering we put up no runs today. We end up with 8 hits. We had 2 walks and 8 strikeouts, but definitely a sad day at the plate. The only one that had more than 1 hit was Vasquez off the bench. He was 2 for 3. There was a smattering of 1 for 4s in the day and a few 0 for 4s on the day. Oh, and no one, Shawnuel pinch hit, and he actually went 1 for 1. So he keeps his average in the 300 mark off the bench, which is nice to see. But yeah, nothing to get excited about there.
Yeah, and that will extend, I think, to the extra base hits where Vasquez had the only extra base hit with a double, and then Shawnuel making his presence known with a stolen base. Justin Steele pitched a fantastic game through 7 innings, only allowing 6 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. So he does remain predictably as a contact first pitcher today. Genesis Cabrera with no hits, no earned runs, absolutely nothing on the line. Some more contact for his 3 outs. And then Matsui with a strikeout and 2 contact outs as well. So yeah, pitching was incredible on both sides, unfortunately, which means Minnesota with their 1 run was able to win the game today, despite our pitchers definitely having a great day at the office.
Yeah, that is definitely an undeserved loss for Justin Steele. All right, so we dropped the series to Minnesota. It was competitive enough.
It was very competitive. So we will drop the series against Minnesota, unfortunately. Maybe we were just too fatigued. And as we're facing the best team in baseball record-wise, we were extremely competitive. Game 1 was a loss by only 1 run. We dominated in Game 2 in the late game against their relievers. And then in Game 3, we lose by only 1. Ultra competitive versus one of the best. And that came off of us playing 13 games in a row with no off days. So you know that the guys were so tired, but I feel like they showed up and they really did a good job against Minnesota despite losing the series. We get a day off to recover afterwards, and then we will move to Milwaukee. And they will be hosting us with their 65-59 record. We will first see Nestor Cortez Jr., who is having a pretty good year. with an 11-5 record, over 150 innings pitched with 139 strikeouts and an ERA of 3.62. Nestor is having an awesome year. Unfortunately for him, and hopefully for us, Corbin Burns, who's having a better year, will show up, and we can stomp Milwaukee in Game 1. All right, so Game 1 is already going to have a critical situation. Bases loaded, 1 out. And Sal Frelick will get the second out, but that should be deep enough for the run. Yes, throws not even close. And Cabrera gives up the tying run in the bottom of the 7th.
God damn it, Cabrera.
Good circle change there for Alex Bregman, who's having a great year with a 286 average.
Yeah, 23 home runs and 84 RBIs on the year. Yes, not some bad numbers at all.
When we stepped into the situation, Cabrera had walked 2 different people. So that bases loaded situation was not inherited. It was entirely his fault. And unfortunately, the lead is squandered.
That's gotta be a tough feeling for a pitcher to come in.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
With, or you're down, you're up a run, and you just got to come in and just hold the inning, and then you just barf on the carpet. It's got to be tough.
It must be very tough, and I'm glad I don't know that feeling. But we do get out number 3 from Cabrera now, and we will move into the 8th with a tie ball game.
So after Cabrera gave up the lead, we were into a tie game, and we end up losing. We simmed out the rest of the game, and it would end up being a 6-5 win off a solo home run by Contreras, who put them back up in the lead in the 8th, and we could not come back from that. On the day, we did have 10 hits, which was 2 from Seiya Suzuki, 2 from Juan Soto, 2 from Jordan Walker. And we go down the list, it's a lot of offers until you get to 3 for 4 by Harry Ford. So a few of the guys were swinging a decent bat today, but there was way too many offers on the day. It definitely looks like a bagel store. We did secure 10 hits. We had 1 walk and 6 strikeouts. An up and down day at the plate for sure.
Yeah, it seems like just half of the lineup performed and the other half was just not present today.
No, not at all. Sean Noel had another pitch hit, and he didn't even get a hit there.
All right, so for the extras, Suzuki and Ford go double, and Harry Ford with a home run. That's pretty cool. Soto with the only 2 RBI day, and Vlad grounded into a double play again. So that would be number 26, right?
Yeah. At least.
Gosh, man. He's grounded into more double plays than a lot of players actually hit doubles in their year.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
an incredible stat, and it's so defeating.
It definitely is. It's not a good stat to see. It's not a record you want.
No, and speaking of not a good stat, Corbin Burns got pieced up today, unfortunately. Right in the beginning, they scored 3 on him, but he goes for a full 6 innings, only allowing 6 hits. But it seems like they were the ones that Milwaukee needed, as he allowed 5 earned runs. He walked 3 guys and struck out 3. Cabrera, as we saw, blew the save. And then Mason Miller gave up the final solo shot in the 8th to lose the game. So a really tough day for all 3 pitchers we put out there.
So not a great way to start the series. And as we roll into game number 2, we put up Taj Bradley. Brandon Woodruff's not having a stellar year. 10-9 record isn't, something to write home about, but at least he's got more wins than losses. 146 innings and 129 strikeouts is definitely respectable, but that 4.54 ERA is a little worrisome for them. So hopefully it bodes well for us, and Taj can start to rise to the challenge. So on the day, we look at the top of the box score here, and we see Seiya went 0 for 4, but then we see Soto and Vladdy both go 3 for 5. And you look down the list, there's a smattering of single hits here and there until we get down to Harry Ford again, who went 3 for 4.
With Vladimir Guerrero having a 3 for 5 day, I want to point out that he was only a single away from hitting for the cycle. He had a double, who Lawler and Ford also joins him there with a double. Never mind. It's Harry Ford with a triple. I'd looked down and thought I saw Vlad on all 3 categories. I thought he had a triple as well. No, but it's Harry Ford, our catcher with blazing speed, getting that triple, and then Vladdy gets 2 home runs on the day. Harry Ford also powering. So actually, Harry Ford almost hit for the cycle. 3 hits. He had a double, a triple, and a home run. So I swapped it, actually, but the excitement's still there. Vlad with 4 RBIs on the day, Harry Ford with 2, and Vlad with another ground into double play.
Yeah.
What is happening?
I have no idea. I noticed
is
that
he's got to sacrifice, 2 outs in order to have a good day? Is that it?
I don't know. That is crazy. That's a crazy thing to know that he's got like 26 or 27.
27 now, that would
at
be.
At least 27, at least. Grounded double plays.
Wow.
That is crazy.
That's so many.
It's way too many.
Jeez. Moving down to the final stat line, it's the pitchers, and Taj actually does have a really good game. He goes 5 1/3, only allowing 4 hits in that time. 1 earned run, he walks 2 men and strikes out 3. So a contact-heavy day for him, but that's win number 7. His ERA drops down to a 4.29. So that is the day we needed from Taj. Thank you very much. And then Kyle Muller flexing a little bit with the amount of relief that he showed through 3 2/3, allowing 3 hits, 1 earned run, a walk, and a strikeout. But great and long relief from Kyle Muller there.
Yeah, good day in the mouth for both those guys. Nice to see. All right. So here we are again, looking to avoid a series loss. After losing, winning, now we need to win again. We need to put wins together here.
Yep.
And this is going to be Max Fried versus D.L. Hall.
All right, final game of the series. 2 men on, only 1 out for Nolan Shanuel, and he will be facing Joel Payamps. 8-9 right now is the score, so an incredible offensive day for both teams. And can we get anything else? The lead run is already on base. Shanuel just needs to find a gap. He'll swing and find the gap in the bat, I guess. 1-2 now. Misses again, and that slider from Payamps will set him down. Wow, the stadium music feels so loud in my headphones. Oh my God. Josh Young steps up now. 2 for 4 today, and he will get ahead with the first ball.
3 for 12 in the series, so gotta bump them numbers up, boy. Come on.
Yeah, today he's seeing it better than he has so far. Come on. Payamps missing twice in a row now.
Show some patience.
3 misses now altogether, and Harry Ford is on deck. If we see him, this is going to get very exciting. 3-0 from Payamps. Misses, and Young with the discipline to get on first and load the bases. And the Brewers bring in Kyle Nelson for this moment. Harry Ford has seen the ball incredibly well throughout the last week or so of his games that we've watched. Or seen on the box score, either way. And he will immediately drive that to center field. It's going back to the track. Oh! Doesn't quite make it.
Heartbreak on the warning track.
Man, Harry Ford nearly grand slams him.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, uh-oh is right.
I don't have a good feeling about that, but we bring in Cabrera.
Maybe he's better when there's no one on. Maybe that's his thing.
That could be. Maybe
just
a clutch situation type of deal.
Yeah.
Now playing center field.
We'll also see James Wood in center field come in. And the lineup starts 1, 2, 3 for Milwaukee in the bottom of the 8th. Got it inside at 97, perfectly placed, and the umpire agrees. Strike 1.
I think we're bringing Cabrera for that lefty-lefty matchup.
Yeah, it could be that.
Definitely Yelich is a bit of a threat, so.
Yeah.
Ball.
This is below. 22,000 plus in attendance here for Game 1 against Milwaukee. No, Game 2, sorry. 1-2 coming from Cabrera. Oh, he thought about it for a second. Nearly fooled him on that curveball.
He's going to chase it. I thought he had him.
Yeah.
Count is 3-2.
Close, but the count goes full. Cabrera now trying to not put Yelich on first. And wow, sound scared me.
He was way out in front of that.
All right, full count again.
Oh.
Oh, it's driven to right field. They're running back. And nope, can't get there. It'll bounce off the wall, and that is a lead-off double. So Cabrera immediately putting another runner in scoring position. And this is not good news now for Bryce Terang. 2 for 3 on the day is at the plate.
If you look across the booth, you see me sharpening my scissors.
Oh, that was really close.
Bryce Trang's only hitting 140 with runners in scoring. I ain't scared.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Good
gonna.
circle change on the bottom.
Cabrera's got this. Said no one ever.
Oh, he did get him. A swing from
Oh.
Terang misses. He's got to run to first, and we'll get an extra out there. Strikeout and out at first. No, that's not 2 outs. Maybe next time. And Bregman will lift that to left center field. A long run, but he does get there, and that might advance the runner to third. No shot. The cleanup hitter now with 2 outs and a man in scoring position, Willie Adames. Very good curveball, fools him inside. All right, Cabrera. Just one more.
Adames is 1 for 4 on the day. I think it's at a 2 for 12 in the series.
He tried the exact same pitch and location.
Oh,
And
nice.
a pop-up from Adames will be played from second base. Nico drags that in to end the 8th.
Come on, boys.
We are still behind.
Now pitching for the Brewers.
The Brewers bring in David Bednar, who's only had 36 innings pitched. He has saved 26 out of 30 opportunities, though. That's not really much playtime or opportunities in itself, I guess. Not been a very active closer.
No.
And our lineup will turn over as well. 1, 2, 3 now, starting with Suzuki, excuse me, jeez.
2 for 5. Got a home run and a single today.
Nice.
With a base hit, it'd be great.
It would be. Start off strong. Set the tone, Suzuki. Oh, man.
Fastball
Looked like he
on
had the
side.
placement there. Yeah, strike 2 from Bednar. Wow, the splitter that Suzuki watches is strike 3. Soto now steps to the plate, who is 3 for 5 today. A pop-up to left field, and that will be played easily for out number 2. And it's all going to come down to Vlad.
Hey, he can't ground into double play here.
Oh, my God.
2 for 4 on the day, so he probably already grounded into a double play. Oh,
Oh, man. Underneath that to golf it way up top. And the Brewers win. How unfortunate.
they look happy, but we're not.
It's been a tough week.
Dude, it's not been good.
For a ball game this afternoon.
All right, we jump into the box score, and there's a boatload of hits to be found. We had 2 from Seiya Suzuki, 3 from Juan Soto, 2 from Vladdy, 2 from Jordan Walker, 3 from Nico Horner, 3 from Pete Crow Armstrong, 2 from Josh Young. Wow. Everybody had multiple hits that got them except for Harry Ford. Unfortunately, went 1 for 5. 18 hits on the day, 3 walks, and 11 strikeouts.
Wow.
Damn.
That is a mostly successful mixed bag, I guess.
Yeah, that's definitely odd. We put up 18 hits and scored 8 runs. They put up 10 hits and scored 9.
Yep.
Damn.
They had the bigger moments.
Definitely.
I was going to suggest that maybe we were playing small ball and they were crushing home runs. It seems to be the case, as the extra base hits only show 3 home runs from us, Suzuki, Soto, and Horner. The RBI leader for today was Nico Horner with 3, and Vladdy had a sacrifice fly. Nico had a stolen base. Moving on to the pitching, Max Fried had a bad day. He goes 6 innings pitched and gave up 6 earned runs. So he did start the 7th. It was a disaster. We bring in Miller instead. He doesn't even get an out. He lets across 3 earned runs as well. So Miller gets saddled with the loss, I think rightfully so, despite the disaster start from Fried. Hamilton and Cabrera have clean innings themselves to close the game, but the damage was already just too much, and we could not do anything else in the 8th or 9th to tie it or extend the game.